To Deputy President William Ruto in their pre-2022 agreements. However, there are claims of a divided team, with some already pushing for Ruto's running posts as the region's bare minimum in supporting the DP. Andrin Kilemi now reports.
After a series of meetings by a section of members of parliament from the Mount Kenya region to discuss what they have termed as the economic revival and political prosperity of the region, the MPs allied to DP Ruto have now drafted their proposal to the Deputy President ahead of 2022 polls.
Tunataka mazungumzo yawe sio mazungumzo ya kuzungumzia vyeo na viti. Tunataka tuanzie mazungumzo na yawe yanazingatia tabu na maisha ya mwananchi ambaye tunamwakilisha.
You know very well that the government that we elected before and the government that came after the handshake is different. As a matter of fact, the deputy president has been idle since that time. So he has a lot of unspent energy.
In a meeting held at Kimani Ichung'wah's Kikuyu home Thursday, the organizing committee said discussions between Mount Kenya region leaders and Deputy President William Ruto will be held in two phases. The first phase will focus on the economic revival of the region, agreeing on various prerequisite programs and interventions, before discussing the involvement and participation in implementing the agreed economic interventions in the second phase.
I know we are politicians, but we are not here for politics. Our agenda number one, insofar as 2022 is concerned, number one is economy. Our number two agenda of this team is the economy. And number three agenda of this team from Mount Kenya region is the economy.
We are really just only focusing at this point and in this phase on economic growth of the country, on getting us back on track. And once we are back on track, then every Kenyan will be happy.
The MPs, who have since received backlash from their Kieleweke counterparts, now wants them to cease from interfering with their agenda, urging them to initiate discussions with their candidate of choice.
Our people have been impoverished, millions of livelihoods destroyed. Many of our traders and business people have deliberately been driven into poverty through government policies coupled with unprecedented high-handedness.
One of our principles as this team is that we would rather be led in a country that is rich than being leaders in a country that is poor. And therefore, our bare minimum, so to say, is not the other questions that others have been asking about which position are you getting in this arithmetic. Our bare minimum is the revival of our economy.
This comes barely a week after the MPs held a meeting at Mathira MP Rigathi Gachagwa's home in Karen, nominating him in an 11-member committee to initiate talks with the Deputy President William Ruto. Andrin Kilemi, TV 47.
Thank you, Andrin Kilemi, for that report. Keep talking to us. Send us a message on 22047. The hashtag to use is TV47 News Tonight. Time for us to take another short break. Stay tuned.